It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions under the lights on Monday night.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touch by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
The drive begins with Henry. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Aguilar, the receiver, in motion right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Taken in by Likely. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, Jackson. He's got Andrews. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. Here's Henry on the option. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Man in motion here. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. All right, here we go, second down. Lamar now from the gun. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Jackson now on third. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Intercepted in the end zone. Brian Branch has it.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
Throwing right away here, Goff. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So second down coming up.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Finds Laporta. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. Escapes the defender. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Give a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Goff on first and 10. Oh, trying forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
It is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Aguilar, the receiver, in motion right. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Finding Flowers. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Henry running left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Bateman hauls it in. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. 1st down throw for Jackson. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Well, things weren't about to end after the 1st hit or the 2nd. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Henry. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I'll be honest with you. Seeing that in real time, I didn't know if they got enough. But credit that first to a tremendous effort, and secondly to know exactly what he needed to go get that extra yard.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Man in motion out of the slot. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for 2nd and goal. Running it after the penalty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 2 yards there on 2nd and goal, and still a ways to go now on 3rd.
where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Baltimore. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. Oh, he shows a burst on this return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. They've got first down from the 31. Sending a receiver left. On first down, it's gone. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
This is Gibbs on second down. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Goff on third. He's caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with third down and 5.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Goff now on third down. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the fourth down punt for the Lions. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. It's the Ravens looking at 2nd and 3. From the 48. The screen pass falls incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down, here's Lamar. And the 1st down pass set away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. And again, it's Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They send a man in motion. Play action now with Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. From the right hash, a 49-yard look.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions going to go on offense here late in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Second and 6 coming up here. Throwing is gone. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? From the gun, Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Goff. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets him around 6 there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He beams one deep right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. So we've reached the halftime break. It's the Ravens leading so far on the road. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the 2nd half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the 2nd half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. He's trying to go deep again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He's loaded another one up. They connect on a deep shot. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That one hits for 30.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Another one for Gibbs. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. From the left hash, 54 yards out. It's no good and had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Baltimore running its offense out now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
They put a receiver in motion right. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Lamar now from the gun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Lions will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Goff on 1st and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And this is a nice gain. It's stopped at the 47. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the 47, finds Laporta. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That one gains 7. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Goff to the air now. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Goff. Dump off, caught by his back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Goff setting to throw. This one to Williams out left side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Now gone. Laporta with the grab. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Running it with Gibbs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Goff. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions Shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Deontay Hardy to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now it's Lamar. He'll get this to Henry. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Motioning one of the tight ends. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
He's got Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another run for Henry. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Lions offense returning to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He finds Laporta. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw from Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Goff. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing is gone. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Offense up to the line fast. On first down, it's gone. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 10. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Ravens holding a 10-point lead. This is Henry on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Third down, 1 yard to go. Running once more with Henry. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to him. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, a run for Henry. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears, hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple reasons. Yeah, I do remember. I remember silencing those road crowds. There's no better feeling than to hear, those boos and those cheers and all that noise just silenced because you beat them in their building. You know the other great sound? The plane ride home. Those are some of the greatest memories you have to celebrate that road victory and a whole road trip home to take it all in.